Hello, welcome to eCBSE online classes. Yes, you have noticed it correct. We have changed the channel name from Engineers Math Classes to eCBSE online classes for two reasons. The first one is we want to avoid unnecessary confusion for people whether the channel is run by engineers or the channel is for engineers. The second reason is we want to broaden the scope. In future, we would like to cover few more subjects. With that brief, let me welcome again to eCBSE online classes. In this particular video, we would cover coordinate geometry for class 10th. The specific topic discussed is Introduction to Coordinate Geometry. It is part A video in the series on coordinate geometry. Let us recall number line. Number line is a line on which numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and negative numbers like minus 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are marked at definite intervals, right? It means that any real number can be represented as a point on the number line. For example, numbers like 9, 13, those are positive integers, minus 8 and minus 12, those are negative integers, and numbers like fractions like 2 and half, 4.55, and negative fraction like minus half, and irrational number like root 2 and minus root 3 can be represented as unique points on the number line, right? Or otherwise, we can say that a point on the number line indicates an unique number. For example, one point is representing number 11, another point is representing number 7.1, and another one is representing 10 minus 10.4. Irrespective of whether it is a rational number or irrational number, or it is any subclass of rational numbers, a point on a number line can be used to represent a real number. Please take a note of that. Let us now consider a pair of number lines. Instead of drawing them like this, let's draw them perpendicular to each other as shown in the figure. Let's mark a point P. It represents a pair of real numbers. On horizontal line, it is representing 4. On vertical line, it is representing 3. It means that P can be written as 4, 3. Similarly, Q is representing another pair of real numbers. Those are minus 5 and 2. And R is representing another pair of real numbers. Those are minus 3.5 and minus 4. If you observe, H is corresponding to the number corresponding to horizontal line, and V denotes the number corresponding to vertical line, right? We can say that now when two number lines perpendicular to each other are considered, a point can represent a pair of real numbers, or a pair of real numbers can be represented as a point in a 2D plane. Please take a note of that. Let's now mark 3 points, P that is 6, 3, Q that is 3, 6, R that is 2, 3. Connect each pair of the points PQ, QR and RP. If you observe this, the shape PQR is a triangle. Let's mark 4 points A, B, C and D and connect them such that you get a shape rectangle. Shape ABCD is a rectangle, right? What it suggests is geometric shapes can be represented as collection of points, or collection of points can be used to represent a geometric shape. Please take a note of that. Let's mark few points and draw a line through them. If you observe, the line is a straight line. If you name the horizontal line as X and vertical line as Y and tabulate the values of the points, what you get is a table like this. For example, 1, 3 is a point, 2, 4 is another point, 3, 5 and 4, 6 are the points, right? This table or the data in this table can be expressed as an equation y equal to x plus 2, right? We know that a line equation like y equal to x plus 2 is an algebraic equation, and it is resembling the equation of line that you know is y equal to mx plus c, right? In this particular case, m equal to 1 and c equal to 2. What this exercise suggests is algebraic equations can be represented geometrically. Please take a note of that. Let's now consider a collection of points tabulated here. X comma y are equal to 0 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 4, minus 1 comma 1, minus 2 comma 4. The data in this table can be expressed as an equation y equal to x square, right? Let's mark the points and connect them. The shape you get is called parabola, right? It means that an equation, a collection of points, and geometry are related. The idea of using algebra to study geometry and the geometry to represent algebraic equations was first proposed by Descartes, a French mathematician, and the subject is named as coordinate geometry. Please take a note of that. Let's take a look at some terminology of coordinate geometry to begin with in this introductory video. The number lines till now we have dealt with are called as coordinate axes in the context of coordinate geometry. The horizontal line is typically denoted using x, o, x prime, that is called x-axis. It is also known as abscissa. Vertical line is denoted using y, o, y prime, that is called y-axis. It is also known as ordinate. Let's mark a point P equal to 3 comma 4. Let's draw a line PA perpendicular to x-axis. Length of line segment OA is 3 units, as you see here, right? The OA equal to 3 is called abscissa of point P. Previously, we were using H to denote abscissa, right? Because it is on horizontal line. Draw a line PB perpendicular to y-axis. The length of OB segment is equal to 4 units. It is, in the context of coordinate geometry, it is called the ordinate of point P. A point in 2D plane, for example P, represents a pair of real numbers. Those are abscissa and ordinate, or the number P, the point P represents x coordinate and y coordinate of the point. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Thank you.